Hi everyone, welcome to WW Designs. My name is Nikki and today I have a fun little scrap busting project to use up some of those Christmas scraps, or of course they don't have to be actual Christmas scraps, and you'll see the bits that I have used are from a Christmas kit, but they're not covered in decoration, but we will get to that. The first thing we're going to need is a scrap rectangle. It can be any size you want. Make it to match the size of your journal. This one happens to be just shy of 13 centimetres by just over 7. It is literally a scrap. I did not measure this or cut it. I just had it in my stash. And we're going to fold it in half, because obviously if we want a tuck spot, it's going to go onto the side of a page, and you can not do it as a fold over, just glue down the side, but it's completely up to you. I usually like to do them as a double, and that way you can decorate both sides. But if you just want it for one particular page, you can feel free to just glue it down on the one side. So we have our scrap, and I'm just going to grab a piece of baking paper here to work on, just in case with my gluing I get a bit carried away. It's very easy to remove off baking paper. Now the next thing I did was I grabbed all these little scraps that I had, and I'm trying to pick them up. Come here. And I have cut out circles of various sizes. So I used my die cut machine for this. If you don't have a die cut machine, you can hand cut circles, find things around the house in different sizes, or use a good old fashioned compass. That often works really well too. So now the first thing we're going to do is we need to adhere these to our side. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to glue them down fully, because I want to sort of layer them up. So what we're going to do is just add a little bit of glue for now, just on the side. Of course, make sure when you are designing this that you pick the side you want and where you want it to go in your journal, so you know which way to set your baubles, because mine are going to be a little bit offset. I don't want, as in they're going to come over the side. So there's the first one down. Now, let's see, what have we got next here? This one, let's put a bit of glue. You can always add a little bit more glue later. Now, I might tuck this one in underneath, so you can see why I want to do this and not glue them down fully. We might put this one on top. I don't want that one there. I need this one up here, I've just realised. And then we'll pop. Oops. Okay, we'll cover that up, don't you worry. There we go. Okay. I will have to hide that later, but we will get to that. Now, the next thing I did was I grabbed some gold cardstock. This is metallic gold, and I just hand cut some little rectangles. Oh, these are hard to pick up from the desk. And these are our little bauble toppers. So what I need is a pair of tweezers. Now, just be careful when you're working with metallic cardstock. It is imperative that you do not get glue on top on this side because it instantly turns dull. So you need to be very careful. And what we're going to do is we're just going to randomly, I did make them sort of different sizes, and then use our tweezers to place it down so that we do not touch and get gold anywhere, because then they look yucky. They go all dull. And we're just going to randomly place them around here. So this way it sort of looks like a little scattered collection of baubles. Lucky last. Done. Okay, and then I grabbed a few other little decorative bits which we are going to put on our baubles. So I found this in my stash. This is like a little metallic gold bow, which I thought was very cute, and I'm going to put that on this one. Now, just keeping in mind, when you're putting your decoration on, think about where the top of the bauble is. So this one, of course, I will want to put on an angle, because it would look a bit strange if the bauble was hanging on the tree and the bow was that way, if you catch my drift. Then what else have we got here? Now, I have to contemplate covering this up. What I might do... Actually, I know what we'll do with this one. Seeing I have made a mess of it, I'm going to do some... and we'll add some glitter. Oh, that's right. Let me just turn this around a little bit. Just gently tapping it onto the glue. And you'll never know we had that little bodgy bit. Yeah, and then we just have to let that sit and dry, and then we can dust off the excess. Now, the next one here, I've got this cute little metallic tree that I found in my stash, and I think we'll just pop this down on here. Then I have these little stars. And we might... really only got room for one here. So we might just only use one. And then I have these cute little... I got given these in a swap and I've never used them. These cute little candy canes. They're a little bit 3D. They're almost rubbery, but I think they're very cute. Oh. Last one. There we go. And then down here, I've got some little stars, and we're just going to dab these on. I've got a few. They like living in this little bowl. Come on out, you guys. Again, try and not touch the tweezers or your fingers with the glue, because again, you end up with a dull patch on your sparkly bits, which we don't want. I'm just sort of try and wipe any glue off that may come into contact with the top of that little star. Okay, that's done. Now we need to let everything dry and maybe go in underneath some of the baubles if you think they need a little bit more gluing down. And I'll leave this be for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll pop it in our journal. Now that that's all dry, it's time to add it to our journal, and have a look how cute this turned out. It's sparkly and shiny, just how I like Christmas things. And it's a very simple job to do. All you have to do is pick a page in your journal. Now, if you don't already have a Christmas junk journal, I have a video on how I made this fabulous "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" journal. It's a no-sew one. It's very simple and very cute. I will put a link to this down below. You could have this done in an hour or two, but what you need to do is pick the journal page you want to attach it to, and then you simply grab your glue and you put a tiny bit down each side where the fold is. Then take your page and you work out roughly where you want it to be, and over you go. Then push it right up to the edge and fold it down, and just press on it a little bit so that it dries. And you now have a very cute little tuck spot. Now, these papers, pardon me, I think I got given these in a swap, or I purchased it. I honestly can't remember, but it did come with some very cute little journaling cards. So I thought they would make the perfect addition to this journal. I picked these colours because I thought it went so well. So they're a little bit dull, vintagey, without all the brown edges for this, because I wanted them to stand out. But I do think that was a perfect combo. So grab your journal, grab some scraps. This is a really easy project. Use up some of those Christmas bits that you have floating around in your stash, and you have a really cute little addition. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments box below. And if you could take a minute and hit the thumbs up button, I would really appreciate that. And until next time, stay safe and stay healthy. And thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.